it's Becky, and I just wanted to do a really quick unboxing with the latest, the second installment of the Year of Rainbows Yarn Club from Brenda and Heather Yarns. Because I just got it. It just arrived in my mail, and yeah, it's a little delayed, but there's a story behind that, and I want to tell you guys about it because you don't always get an opportunity to shout out the good customer service. Often you hear people talking about just the bad customer service, and I think you should talk about the good customer service when that happens to you, because I've had multiple experiences with the customer service from Brenda and Heather, and they're just so great. So what happened was they sent out my package, and it was addressed correctly. It was delivered to my mailbox, or a mailbox, just not my mailbox, by the post office. But whoever got it, whoever it was delivered to, they never brought it to me. They didn't return it to the post office. It's lost. It's gone in the ether. And it was not Brenda and Heather Yarns' fault. They did everything right. They sent the package. It was addressed correctly. It was done all of that. But the way that the post boxes are here in Texas, in this part of Texas, is there's a long row of post boxes, like 40 or something, that are all shared by multiple streets of houses. So you don't always know the people whose mailbox is right next to yours. And then if there's packages that are bigger than what will fit in the little mailbox slot, they put them in into a parcel locker. And so they put it into a parcel locker that belonged to somebody else, I guess, gave them a key for that one. And I didn't know that it had been delivered almost a month ago to somebody else. And we only found out that it had been misdelivered when I contacted them, and I was like, hey, it still isn't here. Do you have a tracking number? And they found out what went on, and we did next door posts, and they contacted the post office, and then they said, you know what, we're just gonna send this out to you. And they didn't have to, because it wasn't their fault, but they did it anyway, and they made it right for me. And so I'm gonna be opening this up and taking a look at what the next yarn is in our year of, look at this. I don't worry, whenever skies are gray above, I got a pocket full of rainbows and a heart full of love. I love that. Okay, so I was gonna say, this isn't the first run around with great customer service. I've made several things with their yarn because they do gradient yarns, which is a really labor-intensive yarn dyeing process. So, you know, it takes a while. They do shawl balls where it's a shorter transition at the top or the start of the thing, and then longer transitions at the bottom, so you get a more even coverage in the things. And when I was making this shawl, I'm just going to show this to you here with one of their yarns, I got to about here and I ran out of my shawl ball. And so I contacted them. I was like, hey, can I buy 50 grams of this end color, and can I buy that from you? I understand you probably have to dye it separately, and they've got, you know, dye schedules, because again, it's labor intensive. And so they're like, yeah, we can add it to you. Do you want that end color, or do you want the next color in the progression? And I was like, the next color in the progression would be amazing. So they put it on the dye schedule. They dyed me up my 50 grams of yarn, and the end of my shawl goes through with this progression, and it's beautiful and wonderful, and I love it. And so I'm gonna wear this while I am unboxing this. So this is the second. It's a Year of Rainbows. The first shipment was you know, a Roy G. Biv with lines to graduate between each of the transitions in a shawl ball width. So you had, like, at the beginning of it, it's just shorter amount, and then a larger amount at the end of it. And this is another shawl ball of it. And this one is a little bit different. Look at this. It is Hold Me Closer Tiny Rainbow. And it has sparkle. Can you see the sparkle? All right, so this will give you an idea of how it's dyed. So there's a shorter amount of these warm colors and then a larger amount of these cool colors as it goes through that. And then it's separated by white. And it looks like the white has speckles of that color. And that's how you transition from one to the other. This is a ton of yarn. It's a 170 gram ball of yarn, basically, skein of yarn. And it is so, so beautiful. I want to knit with this right away, actually. I haven't figured out what to do with the other one, but I would love to make something beautiful with this. I think, like, maybe, what is it? Like a long triangle kind of shawl would be really cool with this. Something that you can, you know, wrap around your neck a couple of times. But yeah, this is gorgeous. Look at these little ducks. They always send a stitch marker too, and these ducks are so cute. Anyway, I am in love with this. It's 740 yards. It's fingering weight yarn, and it is beautiful. Thank you, Brenda and Heather. I can't wait for the next shipment. And I'm pretty sure it'll arrive on time because, like, everything else that they've ever sent me got here just fine. It was just this one time, like, I mean, I always take stuff over to my neighbors when they're misdelivered to my house. It's the neighborly thing to do. But apparently whoever got my yarn didn't, and I really hope they enjoy it. But yeah, if you want, they do self-striping yarns too. If you want self-striping yarns or rainbow yarns or gradient yarns, give them a look, see what they've got. I'm going to put a link to their shop and their Insta. I don't know if they have a YouTube channel or not, but I'll put that in the description when I upload this. And thanks for watching. Happy knitting. Bye.